Alright, we are now live on Qwert's D&D game, session 3.
And then the little boy also killed Kit Harington.
He was there in that.
He stabbed him. He was the last one
Yeah,
stabbed.
that's right. He was in there in that stabby stab.
Stabby stab stab.
I've never cheered so much for the death of a child as I did at that moment. Yeah.
Wow, with all your Facebook posts, that just sounds amazing, Qwert.
Right?
Right?
And that's being streamed.
Yep, that's on the internet. That's forever.
We're talking Game of Thrones, darn it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Shit, I can't remember the server alias.
You have to remember it? Mine stores it.
It should store it.
It doesn't.
Connection history right below it.
Did you try booting it as an administrator?
It's under Steam.
So I see that you had created your storyline, Qwert, since you sent us screenshots of it, but you didn't make it public.
Oh no, I'm going to do that as soon as we have people on.
Okay, because my storyline is still there from the first episode, but I don't see anybody else's.
Yeah, I thought I stored those alias images, but I can't find them.
I don't think this is the.
Is there no way to access what it is when you're in game?
No.
Well, I could do it. I could log out and log back in on stream so everybody could see out there in the world where we play. So we're just level 2, right? I didn't miss anything too crazy.
Right. Yeah, we just hit level 2.
Sweet.
You know.
However,
And
you
a
did
death.
miss some crazy shit.
I knew I was going to miss. I tried to get on. There's just no signal.
You missed an ass whooping and almost a, well, I mean, we lost the sorcerer. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
So, Synergy, you remember that the time in at the beginning of the TLE server when Iskani pulled Darathar and nobody else was ready? That's exactly what freaking happened last week. It's that was it.
Nobody was ready and somebody pulled.
Well, the sorcerer pulled the big bad guy.
The sorcerer tried to talk big and bad. It turned out that he wasn't so big and bad.
Actions have consequences.
There we go. If you need the server alias, check Discord.
Success. Who's Rintin Tavi?
That would be Rintin Tabby.
Oh,
That would be our replacement since our sorcerer died, I think.
okay.
No.
Correct.
Which is a cleric. Is that correct?
It's not Jazzer, it's me.
Oh, it's not Jazzer, it's you. Okay.
It's not Jazzer.
Oh yeah, Jazzer's not even in here. He must still be distraught over the death of his Jazzer.
Deceased Jazzer.
He's upset over Qwert's bloodlust.
Deceased Jazzer.
I'll say again, when the sorcerer pulls the big bad guy, bad stuff happens.
You guys had 10 players last week.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was rough.
It was funny.
I bet what the funny part was when it got to people's turn and they didn't know what they were gonna do.
No, that is never funny.
I bet
When
that
you
was the best.
When you have 45 minutes to make up your mind, that shit needs to be made up.
So I think I'm going to attack the darkness.
Alright, so question. If I was to go and buy, because it's on sale for $30, if I was to go and buy the normal Fantasy Grounds, what would
What's
I...
the difference? Okay,
Yeah.
Here's the difference. If you buy the normal Fantasy Grounds and you have like what I have, which is the normal Fantasy Grounds, and that means that if you want to host a game, then you can host a game for other people with normal, but you can't host a game for people with
the demo.
The demo. So that's the difference.
Right.
Now, or if you buy the Ultimate license, then you can host a game for both, for anybody.
Gotcha.
Which, if you're gonna DM, that's the way to go.
Yeah, if you're gonna DM, that's the way to go.
Another reason to have normal is so that way you can play in anybody's game. So
That is true.
So if you're going to play with other people who are not necessarily cheap, just aren't willing to invest the extra $50, you know, for it's basically somebody saying I'm going to spend $50 so anybody can play with me, or you cheap bastards can buy your own $30 copy. So basically, if you're normal, you can play with anybody.
Now, my Monday night group decided that they wanted to let someone else DM and let me play, and I was really grateful for that. And what they did was they said, okay, now the guy who's going to DM is going to buy, he's going to put $50 down for Fantasy Grounds, and everyone else who wants to play, send him $20 to this PayPal account. And what we did was we ended up buying him an Ultimate license so that he can run. And I think that's perfectly reasonable. You know, as the GM, I've already put 5 hours of prep time into tonight's session, and I have no idea what's going on.
That's not a good sign.
Well, it's just the way the campaign's built. But there's like the GM or the Dungeon Master. We're playing D&D. I can use DM. Wizards of the Coast copyrighted it, so I have to be careful. The DM does all the prep work. It's really not all that fair for the DM to lay out all the financial stuff as well. And you guys have been amazing, so incredible. You guys have given me, you know, modules, just like stealth given me modules through Steam and Smiteworks, and I'm very grateful for that. But I think this is an example of the way it should work, rather than the way it normally does.
Okay, I get it. Them Ultimate license is still over $100.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, there's a channel on YouTube called Taking 20, and they did a very in-depth breakdown of the cost comparisons between Fantasy Grounds and Roll20.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Saw that video. I just didn't watch it.
Yeah, it's really very good. It's very, very objective. The guy who does that, or the guy who made the video, has worked and does work for both companies at different times, you know, creating modules or creating stuff. So he doesn't have a financial incentive to make one better than the other. His math is very spot on, and he looks at it from several different angles. What if you want to play long term, if you want to play short term, if you want to buy anything, if you only want to buy a few things. It's really very thorough.
All right. I did find a Reddit group too that was willing or that does Fantasy Ground, and then you can join on like days when we don't do this, or if somebody wants to do that and then play this on the weekends.
Yep. Also, there are Adventurers Leagues for D&D, Starfinder Society, and Pathfinder Society for those games. And those are drop-in, drop-out games. They are one session or single sessions, but you can play the same character in different games across different sessions.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I've played a few of the Starfinder Society games. I've got one coming up soon, I think. And they're really a lot of fun. There's a different mentality about it. People don't join those games to roleplay. People join those games to do the story and get it done and complete the mission, which is fun in its own right. You know, I mean, I like role playing, but if I'm in a group with 5 other guys that I don't know, I'm not going to do funny voices. I'm going to roll d20s and say I shoot the guy in the face, and that's going to be, you know, the way it goes. But we still had a great time doing the. I did the Starfinder stuff, but Adventures D&D Adventures League and Pathfinder Society is also out there.
I can say I played dozens of Adventure League. I mean, dozens of them. You know, and over Roll20, over Fantasy Grounds, and in, of course, real life.
That's where a bunch of people play the same campaign, right? With different DMs and different groups of players.
Well, no, it's more like almost single-shot adventures, and they're designed to kind of be like that, just to. Hey, yeah, there's the frog human. Just so it's not. They're not as much as a single adventure as let's say this chult, right? We're going through the adventure for chult, or you know, Xanathar, or not Xanathar, whatever chult is. But the Adventure League has released probably 15 or 20 adventures, little bitty one-shot adventures that go with this, and you play those in regulation play, and you know, regulation DMs will play it. So it's a little different. If you get really into it, you get your DCIM number, and then you use your DCIM number and you log what you get, and so you can actually log, I got this loot from this game through, you know, officially, and therefore you can actually use that loot and that character in another official game, and it's okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I just recently learned about Adventures League. Sounds like something I'd be really interested in.
So
Nice roll,
why
Dad.
are we all dead with
Wow.
-5 to saves?
No. You're not dead. You have all your hit points, but
-5 to save versus death.
yeah, -5 save versus death.
So if you're going to do your death save,
Oh,
you have to roll a 15 or greater.
that's the effect you said you forgot last week. Okay.
Right.
I
And
thought
the
that
week
was
before.
-5 to all saves, and we were dead.
Be right back.
Yeah, it's possible that I can hide that that condition from you. I can have the condition on your character without you seeing it. But the first time you roll a death save and you roll an 11 and you fail to save, you're going to get angry. So I just show you the condition. You have -5 to death saves.
We don't have. It says unable to create window with the data source image window image ID for the image of the symbol of the Harpers. I don't know if.
Okay, close it and try again.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the. Yeah, now that you've shared it. Oh, so luckily I linked your story in my story because I don't have access to your story otherwise. All right, that worked. Good job. Thank you. So if you want to read Qwert's version of the story, scroll down to the end of the note that says Storyline by Sin, and you'll see Qwert's version of the story.
Read it. I've lived it.
I was there. I love how you can just link things to things inside of things and click on other things.
It doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but once you get to playing with it, it's amazeballs.
It's so amazing. I mean, like, it's how you can write a campaign for somebody else to run, right? You just give them all the things and just make it nice and easy and laid out.
So I'm a member of a group called Fantasy Grounds College. It's a Discord thing, but we teach people how to use Fantasy Grounds. And I'm a Starfinder instructor there. We just added a new Starfinder instructor, and I've been teaching him how to do stuff. And then he turns around and he says, "Oh, by the way, here's this module." He had taken one of the Starfinder Society things and put all of it into Fantasy Grounds and automated it so that it works perfectly, and then exported the module and just sent it to me. It's
that's
incredible.
awesome.
So one of my long-term goals for Fantasy Grounds College is to get all of the Starfinder Society modules inputted into Fantasy Grounds, and then we can run them through the college and just let people play, every weekend.
Did you give us access to a bunch more books on purpose or accident?
On purpose.
Did you just get these things?
No, some of them I just got. 2 of them I just got. I was gifted by a very generous benefactor. Volo's Guide to Monsters and also Sword Coast Guide, so I'm incredibly grateful.
I was gonna buy you something, but I don't know what you don't have. And I was wondering, will they let me just buy him everything and then just deduct what he already has?
If you do it through Steam, probably yes, but there's a problem in that some of the stuff I've purchased I've gotten through Fantasy Grounds, and some of it I've gotten through Steam. So Steam doesn't recognize everything that I have; it only recognizes the stuff that I've bought through Steam. I want to spend some time talking with the folks at both Smiteworks and Wizards of the Coast to see if they can reconcile that, because Paizo does it. Paizo does Pathfinder and Starfinder, and they will link up stuff that you buy. I mean, if I buy a Starfinder module through Steam, I get the free PDF download from the Paizo website. It just gets added to my digital library, which is just amazing.
That makes sense. Okay, because we have a bunch more background effects, it says. Or 5 edition background proficiencies.
Yep, a lot of those things came from Sword Coast Guide, which are everything you have access to is fair game. So if you see something you like and you really want it, go ahead and remake your character with that instead of what you had before. And it's fine. We'll just hand wave it and say that it's good. There's also I gave you guys access to Rob Tui's spell modules. So you'll find different versions, spell effects coding, 5e spell effects coding. You'll find different versions of the spells, and some of them will look differently. The ones from the Rob Tui stuff are better coded.
Okay. What does Rob Tui mean?
What's the dude's name? Rob, he uses a 2 and the letter E at the end of his name, so he's Rob Tui.
Okay.
But he's a guy who works for, I think he works for Fantasy Grounds now. He got the job after he did something like 2,000 hours worth of additional Fantasy Grounds coding. So good on him.
Is he the guy with the purple background and the sword when it says?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. Because it doesn't say Rob Tui anywhere on my side, my end.
And they've also got Rob Tui is creating Twitch streams of D&D. You can join in.
Yeah, I actually just signed up to play in a game with Rob through the Fantasy Grounds College. I probably won't get in, but I might, and that would be fun.
That's was the Reddit channel, Fantasy Ground College.
Yeah.
I gotta go check on dinner again here in a little bit, but I'm ready.
Oh yeah, Rob 2. Yeah, okay.
For some reason, I can't open the picture of Taban.
Oh, okay. Yes, because I haven't shared that as well. Sorry, let me fix that.
So, I don't see his spell list. Is it maybe under the spells?
If you just search for the spell name, it'll come up and it'll say 5e spell effects, and that's the one.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because normally they're like, you can go through what the module provides directly in the module.
I thought he'd be bigger.
I looked for a bigger picture, and this was the only one that I could find that really fit. But yeah, he's like Michael Clark Duncan size.
That's what I was. Yeah, there you go.
If I could find Michael Clark Duncan dressed as a Zulu warrior, that would be ideal.
Yeah, probably not. But you can have him dressed as Kingpin. That's pretty much what he looks like. He was a damn great actor too. It's a shame we lost him early.
He was. Yeah, the Green Mile was just poetry.
I heard he would give like $5 to anybody who could remember his whole full name.
Let me guess, when I wasn't there last week, Fantasy Ground didn't crash the whole time?
Nope.
The whole time, nope. It was great.
It's interesting. I'm running really laggy right now, so I don't know.
Damn, he was a big son of a bitch. You know what? You can find him almost just like... Didn't he... Yeah, hold on a second.
Jeez. It says Fantasy Ground is taking up 3 gigs of RAM.
It's taking about 3 gigs on me too.
Yeah, it caps out at 4 gigs. I'm hoping that they increase that because it's a problem.
Sorry guys, we cannot use the these 17 libraries since Fantasy Grounds has a RAM limit.
Well, is it a 32-bit application? Then it's limited to 4 gigs.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's they're working on an update, a really serious update that will make Fantasy Grounds not only competitive but far
Best in class.
Yeah, the only thing left in town. Aren't they doing like a 3D mapping system?
I got a perfect picture for you.
All right, drop it in Discord. Yeah, I heard something about a 3D mapping system. I'm not sure how that's going to run, but I'm interested in it.
Well, I mean, the next generation after that's just gonna have to be VR.
Well, a guy had a 3D mapping program, and they bought his company years ago, and so they got his stuff, and apparently he went to work for them. But that was years ago, and they never did anything with it, so we'll see. It's like Tabletop Connect, I believe is what it's called.
Something like that. Yeah, I remember reading about that story. But if they're still working on a 4 gig architecture, they probably have to redesign the whole thing. Oh shit, we're late.
Okay. So when who wants to recap last session?
Oh, me, pick me.
You weren't even here.
So the players reported to port not.
All right, last session. Cinder Sylvain teleported everyone to Port Nine Zaru in the northeastern end of the continent of Chult, and she the effort of doing so nearly wore her out. She was leaning very heavily on her staff. She said she was going to go and visit. She was going to be staying at the villa of merchant Prince Wakanga Otamu, who is an old friend of hers. She intends to spend the rest of the campaign there. You all left to find lodging and ended up looking for you all left to go find lodging, and you ended up going to the Thundering Lizard, which is the tavern known for raucous entertainment. You began to explore Port Nine Zaru, and you uncovered a greasy little man who informed you that he was a bookie looking to bookie at a local betting track, a dinosaur racing track, and that the man, a man named Taban, had declined to pay his 1,000 gold piece debt. The players were offered 10% of this debt, but if they collected it, but they quickly found that Taban was not interested in paying up. Jazzer very bravely took the first 2 hits and then failed the rest of the fight. But you guys did manage to beat Taban into submission, earning his respect. He gave you the gold. You guys took half the gold instead of giving it back to the bookie, and sold Jazzer's corpse to a shady gnome, which was
what?
literally my favorite part of the session last week. That was just incredible.
Yes, Javana and I sold Jazzer's corpse. We sure did.
How did you even find this gnome?
Oh, gnome found you guys.
Yeah, he found us.
Yeah, the corpse was still like leaking, and the gnome comes out and says, "Hey, I can use that. You know, I'll give you 30 gold pieces for it."
Is that the going rate for fresh corpse?
Well, we talked him up, so we got a little more.
Yeah, I think you guys got 50 for it. I'm not
You
sure.
bartered for the corpse.
Yes.
Of
No. I bartered for proper burial service for our poor departed comrade. Is what I did.
And nobody asked what the gnome was going to do with the corpse.
We
Just sold it.
We gave him a look and a prayer and walked away.
Wow, you guys are awesome.
Wait a minute. Jazzer, do you mind? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so we're good.
A couple of things that I got wrong in our first session, and I want to go ahead and correct. Your guild was hired. Your adventuring guild was contracted by Cinder Sylvain, a retired adventurer merchant. She is withering away. 20 days ago, she started losing maximum hit points, and this is not the way she would tell it, but this is game mechanics. 20 days ago, she started losing 1 hit point from her maximum. At midnight each day. She's down 20 hit points the day she contacts you. There's no cure. She's withering away. Everyone who has ever been raised from the dead is experiencing this. She reaches out to her contacts in the Harpers. The Harpers are a semi-secret organization dedicated to promoting good, preserving history, including art and music of old, and maintaining a balance between civilization and nature by keeping kingdoms small and the destruction of animal and plant life to a minimum. And then I shared the Harpers symbol there. The Harpers report that they made contact with a lich who told them of an ungodly necromantic device called the Soulmonger, located somewhere in Chult. Although the lich's information was cryptic, the Harpers and Syndra have no reason not to believe this information. After a brief encounter at the Temple of Light and Valor in Neverwinter, you guys returned to Syndra and teleported to Chult. That brings us to session 2, which was you guys getting your butt kicked by Taban, and now we are ready to begin.
I'll be back in 30 seconds. Right, sorry.
All right. So the first thing we have to do is to decide what we want to do.
I'd like to explore the city. I took interest in seeing the strange dinosaur creatures roaming about and being raced. I'd like to learn more about them. See how they're used, what they are capable of, etc.
Okay. So are you going to wander the sea? You're going to find a guide? Are you going to...
Well, I want to go back to where I saw them initially because we saw them racing and we saw pens, so I figured that's a good place to start.
Okay. Is everyone going with Demon?
There you go, Qwert.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
go with
good.
Demon. Tally.
It's good. It's not perfect, but it's good. Okay. So, all right. So you go back to the racing track and you find the same greasy little man who you collected a debt for yesterday. You have since gone back. I'm sorry.
I want to avoid contact with him and see him like, nope, not dealing with that.
Okay. You have since gone back to your hotel or to the inn and slept for a night. So everyone has had a full night's rest. I've rested you through the combat tracker. So you're going to avoid that guy and find someone else then.
That is correct.
Okay. So there's lots of people around. There's literally millions of people in Port Ninezaru, or hundreds of thousands, I guess. You're looking for what kind of a person are you looking for?
Well, I'd like to find someone who would fit the description of a jockey, or very obviously is a jockey, these creatures, and one's perhaps a trainer for the animals.
Okay. So you arrive at a nearby track, a nearby dinosaur track, and there are two jockeys about to race. There is one on a Velociraptor and one on a Triceratops. Would anyone like to place bets on the outcome of the race?
Oh, heck yeah.
I just want to observe. I want to look at the features of each animal in detail, how it behaves, how its temper is, etc.
You druid.
Right?
I feel like you're role-playing the DM. What is it you're trying to accomplish?
So I'm Circle of Moon Druid, so basically I'm making my animal spank bank right now, so when I want to turn into a Triceratops and gore somebody, I can. So I'm not the ability to turn into that creature.
You're gonna put spank bank?
Right? Any animal I see I can turn into, so I just want to, know what I'm capable of.
Building his library.
Okay. That's reasonable.
Okay. Who wanted to bet?
I do. I want to bet on the raptor.
Okay. Odds are 2-1. The Raptor's going to win.
I like my odds.
So if you bet 50 gold pieces, you win 50. If you bet 50 on the Triceratops, you win 100. Make sense?
Yep.
Anyone else betting?
No, thank you.
Okay. So Sin puts 20 gold on the Raptor. The jockeys take their spot, and they start the race. The Raptor and the Triceratops. All right, the Triceratops wins initiative. It moves forward. The Raptor moves forward. The Triceratops attempts to gore the Raptor as it passes by and misses.
This is
The
like
Raptor's
a crazy race.
What the hell?
You're looking for a lawful place. This is not that place. The Raptor leaps over the gore quite easily. In fact, the Triceratops was so clumsy on the gore that it stumbles. The raptor wins and you get the victory. You put your 20 gold
Nice.
down, you get 40 back.
All right.
Raptor climbs on the back of the Triceratops and just takes that long dagger right down his back.
The Triceratops actually rolled a 1 on its attack rolls.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So I
So,
figure
critical failure,
it
yeah.
comes over and buried them in the ground and just fell where it was.
He flipped.
So after the race is over, there are people congratulating the Raptor rider. There's a lot of people around the Raptor rider patting his back and shaking his hand and congratulating him on a skillfully won bout. The rider of the Triceratops is alone. Would you like to go and speak to him?
No.
Oh, he's the loser. I'm gonna go. Let's see.
Wish him good luck on the next time.
Yeah, I know. I just want to go thank the Raptor guy. Be like, that was quite the race. You look like you've been doing. Have you been doing this a while? How does one get into such a race?
Thank you. I've done it all my life. I have captured this beast when it was a little baby and raised it myself.
What's the name of this glorious beast?
This glorious beast is Oxix.
I was waiting for you to say blue.
It's Blue. It's my boy.
My boy Blue. This is Oxix.
Do you have many beasts of? Do you have any more? Any other beasts of burden, or is this just race? Or are you just in the racing professions?
Oh, my family capture many beasts. You looking to purchase? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, good. We can handle this. You'll see me this afternoon, right here after High Sun.
Hi, son. Very good. Well, enjoy your well-earned victory, my friend. And your name is?
I am Siku.
let's put all these things I can't spell in my notes. Okay. Head back to the party. And so what's up next?
I looked to the skies. Is there anything flying?
Yes, there are flying pterodactyl up there, and they look like they are delivering messages. Some of them are being ridden by halflings and gnomes, smaller races, who, interestingly enough, are wearing goggles and gloves, just like their Pony Express.
Great.
If I remember correctly, we were supposed to go into the forest, right? At some point.
I don't think we. Maybe I don't know. I don't think we have tasking right now.
You haven't been given a task to do anything yet. Syndra has asked you to. She knows that the Soulmonger is here on Chult, and that's all she knows. That's all the Harpers were able to uncover from their Lich contact.
The druid who used to be in your party, he walks by and says, I think they said something about Camp Vengeance.
Wait, we lost a druid?
Who? What? What happened?
Yes. So over the last night, one of your druids, Vincent, wandered off into the forest and was never seen again. But
We just saw him.
yes, but you just saw him. But his replacement showed up, and we're just going to say he was a member of your guild as well, and you know him already. And his name is Rinton Coltel. Welcome, Rinton. Rinlin Coltel.
I might change the spelling because it is hard to pronounce.
It is difficult, yes. He is a longsword wielding warlock.
Nice.
There we go. We'll go with Rinchen. So, yeah, Rinchen, you guys know he has like shoulder length, straight black hair. He has whited out eyes. And then on his right arm, there's a purple tiger stripe sleeve all up and down his arm that has a faint glow to it. It's purple.
Are you role playing Marilyn Manson? I'm hearing Marilyn Manson.
Asking for a friend.
I would say more muscular than Marilyn Manson, but same neighborhood.
Pretty ripped.
Same complexion.
A little more color in his cheeks.
Hey, white's a color, bro.
Okay, so what's the plan? We're gonna just wait here for Hai-Sung for sequel.
Yeah, I would say wait here. Look around a little bit more.
We have no context except for the dead guy who's dying.
Well, you do have Cinder Sylvain, and you know where she is.
Isn't she the one that's withering away?
Yeah, she's the one who brought us here. But she brought us here with the expectations that we would help, save her. Find out, whatever's hiding, and doing the damage to her, causing the death curse, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying she doesn't know anything more about this place than we do. We tried getting information out of her before she teleported and wasted all of her energy and life.
Well, where did she go to?
She went to her friend's house.
Oh, yes.
Oh, maybe her friend knows something.
Who is your friend?
Merchant Prince Chuck.
Wakatonga.
I think it's Chuck.
Okay. It's a villa. Whoa! Look at all those die.
I love Fantasy Grounds. I love it so much.
All right, we all roll perception. Good job, guys.
Okay, deceased Jazzer failed his perception check. I should remove him from the check. The sheet.
Did you add me to the sheet? Am I on the party sheet?
You are.
Yeah, go team.
However, Shin, Victor also fails his, or Victor succeeds, but he's not here.
Look at all these new effects that we have on our list. Holy shit.
Renton is now on the sheet there. Renton, do you have the? Yes, you do. Okay, so Renton succeeds, Doxus succeeds, Egan is not here. Egan succeeds, Demonic succeeds, Juvena fails, Deadman succeeds, Talesian succeeds, and Yuskum succeeds. Yuskum is not here, is he?
Yeah, yes, he's here.
Okay, good. Sorry.
If he doesn't talk, he's not here.
Okay, while you are waiting for the Raptor jockey to finish his subsequent races, you notice that there is a large group of people gathering over in front of what appears to be a general store. When you look more closely, you notice that the store, the merchant, is a seller of books.
Does anybody read good?
Ooh, fancy.
What language is the book in?
You're looking like sort of across the town square at a general bookstore. It's not but there are people gathering in front of this bookstore.
Okay.
Oh, like there's like a signing going on, like a crowd.
I go rejoin the crowd.
Yeah, let's go check it out and see what's going on.
All right. There is indeed a man sitting at a desk in front of the bookstore. He is wearing khaki-colored clothes, and he has a hat on. It's got a round bill that goes all the way around his head, except that the sides on the left and right are curled up, as if they're sort of pinned to the top of the hat. He has a large stack of very high-quality, hard-bound books on the table in front of him, and he is saying, "No shoving, no shoving. There's plenty of books for everyone. You'll all get your chance."
I asked someone in the crowd, "What's going on here?"
The lady, the Chultan lady that you address, turns to you and says, "Oh, this is the great Volothamp, Volothamp Gedarm. He is signing copies of his book today."
Oh, so actually Volo's here. That's awesome. I want a copy of that book.
Yes, his name is Volothamp Gedarm. He looks up at the crowd and says, all right, now anyone who wants to purchase, make your way to the front of the crowd. It's only 50 gold pieces for a perfectly good copy of Volo's Guide to Monsters. Everything you want to know right here."
It's a little steep.
But then
A
we'll
lot
do everything
steep.
about the monsters.
I know what you're thinking. It sounds steep, doesn't it? But sometimes the only difference between a live you and a dead you is information. I've got information in spades right here. Do you want to know about the monsters of the jungles of Chult? They are right here in Volo's Guide to Monsters. Everything you need to know.
Yeah, push my
I think we only need to get one copy. We don't each need to get one.
I was gonna say, how about two of us split the price, or we can all put in a little bit.
Well, I do have 50 gold because I sold a body for that much. So, you know.
Gazer's body for a book. There we go.
Good trade, good trade.
Already more use. Oh, hi, Jazz. Oh,
Yeah,
Jazz is still not here. I figured for sure if we were talking about him, he'd show up.
I'm happy to throw in some gold.
Well, there's 27 of us, so if we each throw in 2 gold.
So however you guys want to work the price out, I'm just going to trust you to handle that. But Volo is very happy to sell you a copy of his book. He will even sign it for you. And as you flip through the book, you'll see that there are very nice drawings and write-ups on many different monsters that you'll find in the jungles of Chult and elsewhere. Volo gets around, you see. I've been all over the world, and I've no one is more reliable than me when it comes to, learning about monsters and stuff. I'm a brave adventurer, you see. I've been everywhere.
Taking a look at the crowd, what sorts of people are taking interest in what he's selling?
There are lots of people who look like commoners, who are not putting down that kind of money, but he is selling a fair amount of books. People dressed in armor, people carrying weapons, people who look like adventurers, are often the wealthiest among the bunch, but they are by and large picking up his book.
All right, so we bought a book.
This takes metagaming to a new level.
It's actually written into the module. Volo is like, yeah, he's here. I have NPC stats for him if you guys decided to go murder hub him.
That's
I
interesting.
mean, if you wanted to kill Volo, this is your chance.
I'll say, okay, so if we want to look at his manual, it's in the...
Yes, so now that you have purchased a copy of the book, whenever you want to look at the book, it'll take you a round or two to find whatever it is you're looking for, but you'll get some information on you won't get game statistics, you won't get hit points and armor class and things like that, because those are abstracts, but you will get maybe like weaknesses or
names,
yeah.
How big it is.
Did the module creators create a player version information for every monster that they put in their campaign?
I think so.
Just sounds like a marketing ploy to
That's
me.
amazing.
I'm telling you, this module is massive. I'm not joking. I'm not in the slightest bit joking when I say I prepared 5 hours for tonight's session and I have no idea what's going on.
All right. Very cool. So the day's got to be getting on.
Time to head back to the inn and sleep for the night?
No. We still got to go get our beasts, because I imagine we're going to have to travel somewhere.
Well, yeah.
As Volo is signing your book, he likes to talk, and he looks at you and he says, "Did you know the city of Mesro was not destroyed during the spell plague after all? Its ruins are an illusion. I heard a pale-skinned man whisper this to a dinosaur man with a big sword, and the dinosaur man smelled vaguely of honeysuckle."
Interesting. What else have you heard on your travels? The Mesro, I don't know, what was Mesro like? I'm new to the area.
Oh, he says, Chult was once a playground for green dragons. For a green dragon, her bones mark the location of a hidden treasure trove, you see. Now, if you travel to Mesro, and then you head east across the Laughing Gorge and then south towards Kirasabal, you might stumble upon the dragon's bones and earn yourself a place in my next book, huh?
Are there
Sounds
any,
like a win-win to me.
Sounds like fun.
are there any other points of interest nearby?
Oh, all over. But you should probably talk to a local guide. I've got lots of books to sign here, you see.
Do you happen to know a good local guide? The best local guide?
Best. Oh, there's lots of them, dozens, hundreds maybe. But yeah, if you stick around for a couple of minutes, I can give you a list of names.
Excellent. Also, I'd like to buy you a drink later tonight at the tavern if we're still in town. Do you know of a good place?
Oh well, yeah. There's no better place than the Thundering Lizard to get a raucous drink.
Raucous.
Oh, great. That's where we actually have our rooms.
Yeah, we have a history with that place.
Okay. So after the book signing, you've still got about an hour to High Sun. Volo decides to tell you about. I think there are 10 of these guides. So this is Azaka Stormfang. And this is what she will say to you if you go to her. But yes, there are literally 10 different guides.
I don't know about you guys, but this looks a little pricey for us, at least right now.
Right, but did you see it's for free if we help her?
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Oh my god.
This is
I'm
amazing.
telling you, this module is ridiculous.
I'm already going for the first lady.
What are you talking about? The second one. Holy shit. They have their own Triceratops. Nice!
So this is all information that you get from Volo, who is more than happy to drink with you. And you notice that Volo, despite having a rather hefty coin purse, never offers to pay for his drinks. He figures that the information he's giving you is more than enough to cover the cost of his beverages.
That was the idea. This guy seems to know a lot and been a lot of places.
Kawasha sounds good.
But he talks funny. Oh yeah, no, you might be right. I don't know what a Vega pygmy is.
A Vega.
Oh,
a Vega pygmy.
A
Yeah,
Vega
they're little-
pygmy.
A little plant pig.
The
Plant
Vega
midget.
pygmy are little plant people. Yeah.
Little plant midget.
Musharim is an albino dwarf and they're not to be trusted.
Okay, his face, I already say no.
He's like, I'm gonna eat your face.
I'll leave the decision to you all. I think we'll even if we are betrayed, I think we'll be okay.
I don't know about you guys, but I think Kawana.
I couldn't have read them all yet.
Sorry. And I could read them to you, but I'm not sure that my Australian accent would hold up quite that long. I'm trying to get an African accent down, but I'm just not. I don't think it's progressing like it should.
I kind of like number 9. She's like, fuck everybody. Good luck.
I'm not willing to share the treasure with the 2 cats.
Tabaxi.
But yeah, like I said, Kawasha, as long as we help him kill any undead, he'll join us for free.
Wait, is this a city guide or are these like land guides?
These are land guides. They're not. They will take you anywhere you want to go. That's why their price is so high, and why they demand a month's pay in advance.
Not only that, but we already got rid of a bunch of undead already for Kawasha.
That wasn't even on the same continent.
It was a long time there.
Yeah, never mind. Getting my sessions mixed up.
A friend of a friend once did. Okay, so I will second Kawasha, only because I like Vegemite.
They make good sandwiches.
Did you get handed one?
Especially if you come from the land down under.
So Kawasha? Any objections?
Kawasha sounds good to me.
Let's do it.
Okay. So Volo tells you where you can find Kawasha, okay, these aren't images; these are stats. So, if you decide to kill a Kawasha, I have their stats.
We're about to hire her. Why would we kill her? Save the stats for later.
Like if the group goes murder hobo, we're ready.
You're ready.
It's ridiculous. Okay. So you know where to go to hire your guide. You return to the racetrack at high sun, and you see the Raptor rider lose his final race. He is not happy. There is a minor wound on his raptor's leg, and that caused the raptor to limp a bit, which was problematic. But he does tell you that if you are looking for beasts of burden, that he can take care of you. He can sell you a dinosaur which would be useful for that purpose.
For this many people, I think we'll need a brontosaurus.
Not to carry us. I mean, at this point, we're gonna have to have like a caravan if you guys want to have all your shit. But no, just like basic. I mean, because we got a lot of treasure to bring back, I'm sure.
Oh, I found one that would work, except it's aquatic.
An aquatic dinosaur?
An aquatic beast of burden?
Sorry.
It's a blue whale.
Is it a turtle? I could see us riding a turtle.
Okay, he tells you that for a mere 200 gold pieces, he will sell you an ankylosaur.
How much do we have between us?
Not that much. Especially if we have to pay a month up front for the guys.
Oh, we got none in the party sheet either. Hmm.
What's the
Which
challenge
one's
rating of
the
a ankylosaurus?
An ankylosaur is a CR2. Or no, it's CR3, sorry.
Okay.
Is that the one with the spikes on its back?
Yes, and the knob at the end of his tail.
No. Oh, yes. Okay, good.
His the spikes for the ankylosaur run horizontal though, around the outside of the shell.
Okay,
Yeah,
different than the
that's a
picture we
stegosaur.
got linked.
And then it's got a big bulb at the end of its tail that it knocks anything out with.
Yeah, the one in the picture is a stegosaur.
Yeah.
I think we'll have to come back later if we want to beast of burden.
I'll
Perhaps-
never be your
Perhaps
beast
you know
of burden.
Kawasha and would be willing to rent out. Like, what is... I just try to basically talk to him about who our guide is and see if they have a working relationship. Or maybe talk to the guide about it. See if there's somebody we can rent from.
You're gonna rent a dinosaur?
Hell yeah, they're like horses. They're racing them. They're just like dogs.
Okay. The jockey has never heard of Kawasha, but he tells you anyone who would rent such a beast is a fool. The jungles of Chult are not a safe place, and to rent such a beast would be to risk losing it forever. Better to sell permanently. That way, when you lose beast, I still have money.
These are fine beasts you have here. I will return when I can.
You call this a fine beast? His left rear leg is almost lame.
Yeah.
He isn't worth what you're asking for him.
That's his racing one, not his beast of burden.
Yeah, the ankylosaur is not what he races with. It's yeah.
I'm not sure if we need a freaking dinosaur beast of burden. That's just what I'm saying. I don't think we're gonna need.
Listen, with all the bodies that we can carry back and sell, the beast of burden will pay for itself.
You can also acquire a mule for book price. That's another thing that I wanted to mention. In Port Nyanzaru is a massive merchant town, a merchant city. Everything in Chapter 5 of the Player's Handbook is available in Port Nyanzaru.
Oh, well, let me look at that.
Except...
Oh, we could have got an elephant for 200 gold.
Well, okay, yeah, except for weird things like elephants, it says. But it also says you cannot... heavy armor is exceedingly rare in Chult. People don't want it. People don't use it. Sorry?
Is it hot?
Oh yeah, you're in a jungle, like it's it's 100 degrees with 100% humidity.
Okay, because I've been to like the redwood jungles and stuff where it's freaking cold, and it's right on the edge of the water too. So.
Right, but that's not a rainforest.
But it rains in the forest, so isn't that the same thing?
You got me there. Go you.
All right. So yeah, so it's just hot and muggy, and people want to be quiet when traveling through the jungle. That makes sense. All right. Well, I'm going to get a donkey, or mule, whatever.
Jackass.
We don't know where we're going yet, so I'm just making preparations ahead of time.
I think we should go to Wukongo's place.
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Wakanda? Fuck you.
Yeah, Wakanda.
That's what I heard.
It's a Wakanga Otamu Prince. Does he have like cool claws or anything like that?
Oh, you redid the Starburst.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it look better. It looked pretty bad before.
It's really big on my map.
I don't have a map.
Player map, Port Nzanzu, it's in the story so far, if you don't have it linked onto your hotbar. Or you can go to maps and look for Port Nzanzu.
Yeah, there's no grid on that map.
Oh, okay. Did we want a map with a grid? Seems awfully big to have a grid. The grids would be so little.
Right, yeah. So what I mean is if you drag a token onto a map that has a grid, the token will size properly.
That's why the star's so big.
My star is little now.
By the way, I was incorrect when I said that your hotel was in the Merchant's Ward, or your inn was in the Merchant's Ward. It is not. It is far south of there. Right there, near the middle of the map, where I put the new Starburst.
Okay.
So you're in the Market Ward. Yeah, and all the shopping you could ever want to do is right here.
Cool.
This is called the Red Bazaar. And if you ask someone, maybe Volo, they'll tell you that no one knows how the Red Bazaar got its name. One story is that the label comes from the huge slabs of dinosaur meat sold there and the resulting buckets of blood that stain the rain-washed gutters. And that's probably as good an explanation as any. The residents of Port Nyanzaru shop there for their daily needs. Unlike the Grand Souk, which deals heavily in durable goods and luxury items, the Red Bazaar deals in everyday needs: locally produced meat, vegetables, tropical fruit, tage, light tropical clothing, insect repellent, rain catchers, and other household goods. The buyers and sellers in the Red Bazaar are predominantly locals.
I don't need any meat. I don't know about you guys.
Where is the villa of Wakanga?
Okay.
Is that the first pink arrow?
I know this. It may be. Yeah, it may be up there.
There's pins
No,
all over
no.
my map.
You got pins on your map?
No, I was saying to you, like
Oh, yeah.
one of these pins.
Yes, that's exactly right. There are tons of pins. Okay, the green circle, which I made, and since there's no map, there's no shading for the green circle. It's just north of the Harbor Ward.
That's where the temple was.
Yeah. So this city is a city of trade, and they serve the god of trade. So the business of the city and religion in the city are very closely tied together.
Makes sense.
Guys, I think we should go see Wakanda.
Yeah.
Our friend is, our employer is dying. It has a finite amount of time to live.
Okay. Wakanga's villa is lit with continual flame spells. There are torches burning on the outside walls, and you can see them through the windows on the inside, which give off no smoke or heat. There's also soft music playing all the time, as if there's a band or several bards. But it's as if they were scattered all throughout the house and were playing in unison.
Can you reshare the map? Thank you.
As you approach the villa, there are a couple of guards out front, very tall, very powerful-looking Chultan men. One of them addresses you and says, "What business have you with my lord Wakanga?"
Wait, say that again?
What business have you with my lord Wakanga? We are here to see Syndra, Sylvain, they great and wonderful staying with you.
And Rella. We're here to see Cinderella too.
Yes, well, Madame Sylvain is not well. Are you a friend?
We're the people that are going to save her.
Ah, this good.
We're traveling with her.
She come here yesterday. I not see you.
She had us make our own arrangements, and now after making those, we are here to see her and how she is doing.
Yes, well, that is good. Come inside. Come, sit. He ushers you inside, into the foyer, and then into the first room. From there, he takes you to the right to a large room with a large rug on the floor, and several pillows scattered around. He says, "Wait here. I get my lord Wakanga."
Wakanga!
Really?
Everyone roll perception checks, just because, yeah, just roll perception checks.
But my passive perception is 32.
32?
Is it really?
No, it's not.
My passive is 17.
I have so many windows open.
When I look around, I see less than what I do just existing.
Well, some of the beauty of the place catches your eye. The music is coming from inside the room, but you do not see anyone performing music. Scum, as you look at the rug, you notice that the rug is looking at you. When you make eye contact with the rug, it quickly closes its eyes, and they become invisible again.
The rug is watching us?
Yeah, you're sounding crazy, bro. Calm down.
Dude, the rug is watching us.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is. You need to get some sleep.
I go over and to the eye on the rug, and I tickle the eye.
Okay.
Which one?
Sorry?
There's more than one eye on the rug, right?
Well, yes, but he goes to the one that he saw. So nothing happens for about 15 seconds, and then very quietly the rug sneezes.
See, told you.
Okay, I'm jumping back at that.
Is we have anyone that can detect magic or anything like that? It was obviously a magical rug, but
Arcana check?
Yeah, you can roll one of those.
I did. It was bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've heard of magical rugs before, but they don't have eyes or sneeze.
I think it might be a creature, guys.
or an illusion.
I choose to disbelieve the illusion.
I asked the rug, who are you truly?
The rug does not answer. Javena, you also have heard of magical rugs, but never rugs that would cough or sneeze or look around. Sin, you attempt very hard to convince yourself the rug is not real, and you're sort of squinting your eyes and put your hands on your temples, and you're concentrating, and it's the greatest concentration you have ever performed, and the rug snickers at you.
Why would I not think it's real?
Well, it's not so much. It's I choose to disbelieve the illusion. Like I
Yes,
thought it was
yeah,
like
choose
a
to disbelieve.
mimic or something along those lines, where it's hiding as a plain object.
Well, this has been fun. Let's ignore the rug and move on.
Yeah, let's ignore the living, breathing rug.
Okay. Let's see. There we go. As you are playing with the rug, a large Chilton male steps into the room and laughs heartily at you. Throws his head back. You can see his tonsils when he's laughing because he's just roaring with laughter. He greets you. He says, "That is my friend. You need not worry about him. He's mischievous but harmless. I am Wakanga Otamu, and I am among the merchant princes of Port Nyanzaru. Your friend, Sindra, is upstairs. She's resting. She is not feeling well, but I hope she can recover."
As do we. Is there anything you could, any information you could provide us that would allow us to assist her more swiftly?
I actually have an image of Wakanga Otamu. There you go. I can provide you with a great many things. I am the only merchant prince of Port Nyanzaru who sells magical items as well. So if you are in the market, we can help you out. Yes. As for the dead curse, the soul manga that Sindra called it, I do not know. I'm not sure where to begin looking, but I'm sure someone can help you.
Do you know who that someone may be?
I do not, but the gods are good.
Maybe a church.
While we are out investigating this plague upon the land, is there anything that we might be able to help you with on our way? Since you are so graciously caring for our host as well.
Yes, there is.
Because we need magical items and we can't afford them. So maybe if we help him, he will grant us the magical items we need to then take care of our bigger problem. We're poor level 2 adventurers.
Look out the window into the courtyard. You see anything interesting?
There are some Chilton children playing out there with a small dinosaur who looks like a miniaturized velociraptor. They're tossing a what appears to be a wooden disc, and the raptor is catching it.
It's smaller than a German Shepherd.
Yes, it's miniature. It's definitely it could possibly even be enchanted to be that small.
Because velociraptors, by definition, if you look at the real version of them, are only about 3 to 4 feet tall.
This one's a little bigger than a house cat. So in his collection, Wakanga has a tattered water-damaged explorer's journal that was brought out of the jungle 15 years ago. It describes a wizard's explorations of the various places in Chult, but not in enough detail to locate them on the map. The unnamed author does, however, make many mentions of his only traveling companion, a shield guardian named Vorn. Wakanga gives you the journal and shows you on Cinder's map where it was found. The journal contains a piece of Vorn's control amulet, but provides no clues as to the amulet's current whereabouts. As a reward for finding and retrieving the construct and its control amulet, Wakanga offers you a spellbook containing 15 spells. He says, if you would like to find this Vorn, I give you this book and the reward on your safe return.
Where about on the map did he point? I hope it's not this row, because that's
okay, I skipped something. Yeah, sorry guys. Like I said, there's just so much here.
It's okay.
Standing next to some rocks and ferns is an 8-foot-tall statue, humanoid in shape, with bronze fists, iron joints, and an adamantine breastplate, and an iron helm with slits for eyes. The rest of the statue is made of sculpted wood, reinforced with bands and rivets of adamantine. Scattered around its feet are offerings of food, feathers, colored stones, and skulls.
Let me guess. This is the Shield Guardian.
I'm guessing so. Yeah. What you're looking for is the control amulet.
Okay.
What's that? Statue is actually a deactivated shield guardian that once served as a wizard's bodyguard. The wizard died from extreme bad luck decades ago. He did, yeah, extreme bad luck, right?
Extreme bad luck.
Where
This
is
is taverns for
this
skill.
control- where's the control guardian or whatever?
It's in Wakanga's drawing room.
Okay.
So, like, there are probably 100 different things you guys can do in Port Nyanzaru, and I read through the whole chapter, and somehow completely missed this one, probably because this is listed under chapter 2 or something.
Sorry.
I should have anticipated you going to Wakanga. It's the only reasonable path.
Yeah, it's the only person we know.
Now you could have just wandered around town. You still could wander around town. There's lots of stuff to do and see.
I'm excited for this.
Oh, I thought you were trying to deter us from wandering around town.
No, but perhaps collecting bets from for bookies is not the safest. Yo, maybe it is. Just go about it a different way.
We'll just send the sorcerer next time to do it.
Yeah. So there's like the map that I shared was anticipating murder hobo groups. Like, I guess if you wanted to come into Port Nyanzaru and try to kill everything, you could, because there's no encounter planned for the Merchant Prince's villa, or at least none that I've seen yet. I don't know. But there are monsters or defense mechanisms inside the villas that you would have to deal with if you decided to go murder hobo.
Well, I'm glad we knocked that.
Well, and who knows what happens when we wake up Shed's Shield Guardian.
Right, yeah.
If we have the amulet, nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have the control amulet, then it's your friend.
We can control it, and it'll be like a pet.
Yes, but if we hand it off and someone else steals it, who knows what happens?
I mean, there might be someone else that we could sell it to.
This is always a possibility. Yeah, Port Nyanzaru is not a lawful place.
So, are we headed out to find said amulet?
I think we should.
Yeah, we'll go. Well, I'll go.
Okay, I'm clicking furiously trying to figure out how to do this quest, so give me just a minute.
AFK, real quick. 5 minutes, yeah?
Yeah, take 5. Take 5.
Thanks, Qwert. You're the best. What is that?
I'm just inundated with information and I don't know where any of it goes.
I'm struggling with all the names and places of people. I can't keep it all straight. And generally, the guy is socially awkward, shut in anyway, which makes it really easy to roleplay. However, like trying to understand what the goal is, I just keep on getting lost.
Well, so far the overarching goal is to find and destroy the soulmonger. That's what is causing the death curse.
Makes sense.
I'm pretty sure someone said something about Camp Vengeance last time. Can't remember what it was though.
I don't remember. I don't remember that. I'm sorry. Camp Vengeance, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, there is an entry for Camp Vengeance. There's even a map for Camp Vengeance.
There's like something south or something like that. Someone we could meet up with that might know more about it. I don't know.
No,
Do you recall something like that, Shin?
no.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I must have said something about it because I've got a really detailed map here with lots of pins and stuff. I'm not finding an encounter.
Camp Vengeance is in the middle of the freaking junk.
Yeah.
I don't know how we would have known about it.
Lots of these quests are things that you'll do over the course of the adventure, not like go out, finish this, and come back sort of thing.
You know, you could always reheat your hamburger on the grill.
So maybe there is a quest that takes us there. I don't know.
Yeah, there must be.
Not very good at all.
Right, so I'm wondering if you just reheat it.
Oh, it was the guy in the bar who they the hand thing with.
What?
I was thinking we bought the cheap hamburger.
They revived the guy who was naked, went to loincloth.
Camping trip.
Right. Wow. Yes. Yeah.
They jerked him awake.
This is one of those one of the side quests that I was reading.
I don't remember that at all.
Yes, Scum gave a very forceful handy. It was awkward.
Yeah. And the guy woke up and just Scum wouldn't stop doing it. It was really awkward.
Oh, seek wisdom at Orlunga. Is the name of the quest.
All right, now who was the guy at the bar?
So you got to the tavern and you were sitting down eating your meal, and a Charlton.
Wait, what happened to our AFK? What the fuck? You guys were at the
We're
tavern?
we're just talking. We're
Back,
still
sorry.
okay.
What the fuck?
No. This is non-game. We're just reminiscing on last session.
Yeah, Ibu remembered Camp Vengeance, and I didn't remember Camp Vengeance, and so I started doing some research and found that Camp Vengeance is a real place in the Chult, and we were trying to figure out how. And then we remembered that the stumbling character came in, and the scum gave him the favor there, and so yeah, the stumbling character came in last session while you guys were eating at the tavern, and he came up to somebody. And he said, "Speak to the wise guardian of Orlunga, east of
That's
Bala.
right.
She can direct you to that which you seek." And then he collapsed, unconscious. He awoke a few moments later and had no memory of the last 12 hours.
Yeah, the priest. He was a priest.
Yeah, he was a priest of Savras. His name is Eshik. And he knows that, so he does know where Mabala is. Because he's spoken to people who've been to Camp Vengeance.
And what's Mubala?
It's like south of Camp Vengeance.
East of.
But what is it?
I'm not sure. I think it might be a village. Like, I don't know how to run this campaign. It's really massive unless you have like a photographic memory, and a lot of time to read through everything. So I do apologize. I am stumbling, but
Hey, let me ask you a question, Qwert. Would it help you to have a physical copy of this to hold in your hand?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe not. I've got the PDF.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because if not, I could probably get you the PDF, and so that you can, at least have a. When I run stuff, even if I'm running it on there, I have a physical copy of the shit printed out in my hand because I can't find it in my game. So I don't know.
Yeah, I actually broke the PDF down into the various chapters and then sent them to my Kindle. So I've got each chapter on the Kindle. I read through it from time to time, but like I said, there's just so much to read.
There's a ready chicken chat. Boom, boom, boom.
All right, dumb question. How do you ready check? Looks like it's alphabetic.
No, I'm fourth, and I don't think I would be.
So it's probably completely random, so that we can't say, damn Yuska, me voted no.
Oh, I don't know. Voted no. What?
There's already check in chat.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right.
We wait on Italian Joanna.
It's not even remotely possible.
I haven't posted it, but I have pulled up to give inspiration for AJ's female African voice. Eddie Murphy's Raw, the bush bitch scene. Eddie, I'm talking to you.
Coming to America?
Yeah,
Hilarious
it's
or
Raw.
So be careful. Get married. I went out, found the perfect woman. 19 years old. Beautiful face. A virgin.
I spent my entire prep time today for this trying to figure out how the story progresses. You guys are supposed to explore Port Nyanzaru a bit, and there's 10 side quests you can do, but I think there's only one that you can do in town, which is weird. So then you go out, but you're probably supposed to follow your guide, and you need to go pick up your guide yet. I don't know. I'll get it figured out eventually, and it's an exciting campaign. It looks like a lot of fun.
Turn that shit back to Johnny. Then I start thinking about it. Half. If you have $5 and have to give somebody $2.50, you'd be upset.
Let's go pick up our guide and kill something.
Died.
Yes, we should. All of a sudden, 10 bandits enter the house.
Right.
Well, we need.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say we need a point of, a reason and a direction to go to the jungle, right? So I mean, because I doubt we're just gonna wander out there randomly, walk into the jungle.
Character would maybe. I think he's also gathering. It's not very smart considering what others are saying. But that nature, yo.
It's fucked up. That's why I say of Africa.
Did y'all see that? I don't know if it was one of us who posted it, but it may have been Fantasy Grounds where they were talking about the locked door, and then I turned myself into a spider.
No.
Oh my god, it was on Facebook. Well, and there was that commercial where that dude was supposed to kill the spider, and the spider ended up kicking his ass.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, there was some like little cartoon thing where it was supposed to be a session of D&D where your party rolls up on a door and the door's locked. What do you do? Well, one of the guys said, well, I'm going to turn myself into a spider and go up underneath the door. And then he says, oh, well, great. And now there's some sort of monster on the other side. What do you do? And the spider's like, well, I guess I'll attack. And he rolls a natural 20 against the thing as a spider. And then they showed that clip of that commercial where the guy beat the shit out of where his wife and them saw
Get
the
married. I went out, found the perfect woman.
saw a spider, and he's like, go kill the spider.
Like that. Put
And
shit
then
on layaway.
the spider
That shit scared the shit out of it.
the spider
petrified, man.
ended up beating the shit out of him.
You
Either
know what's
way,
real
but
scary is that American women
some of the
That was fucking riveting. Tell me that story
Shut up.
again.
Shut up.
Hey, I'm a target.
I was
If
reading
ever
like
get
all
married, I
this
have to
stuff
go-
in
then I'll be on the
rhythm
front page
chat
of the
at the
African
same
Inquirer
time. I'm
like
trying
this.
to tell this thing.
Oh my god, I'm on the edge of my seat. Please tell me that story again.
I swear to God, dude, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Who's not back yet?
Oh, there it is. That's the one.
That's Eddie Murphy.
No, the song in the background. I put it in. Oh my God. You got. No, I put it in Rhythm Bot. It was just waiting for that ambiance to finish playing. It's called Vitas. I guess he's some Russian singer or something like that. All these kids that play Fortnite and crap know about him. And I saw him on Facebook, and I was just like, this dude is annoying as shit. I'm playing him for these guys next time we play D&D.
It's fucked up. That's why I say, hey, I'm a target. If I ever get married, I have to go off to the woods of Africa and find me some crazy, naked, yo motherfucker. Then I'd be on the front page of the African Inquirer like this.
The one bad thing about the anonymous photos, you don't know who's still missing.
I'm not missing. Oh, the land of chult. This is a silly place.
Just once, you skipped it.
Seven days, 4 hours, and 32 minutes of Skyrim music.
Yeah, same.
No, I'm doing the best I can to find like where to go and what to do. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think we're at the level to kill the darkness.
No. If you found the soulmonger now, it would just destroy you and you'd be done.
So we have to wander.
No.
Yes,
I
we
would
have
run
to
away.
wander around the jungle, murder hoboing. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll spend a long time in the jungle, that's for sure. But that's like chapter 1 is all the town, but really all I can find for chapter 1 is like descriptions of every blessed thing in the world, and then these 10 side quests.
Well,
like
one of those 10 side quests is that where you go with the priest and she takes you to go to see what happened to the camp, and you go upriver and whatever.
Yes.
Because that's the one quest that we did. That's the only thing we did when we played through this. Was that we picked that up and we left, and we never came back.
Okay.
So I guess the rest of them are, kind of, you just give us a direction, and then trust in our natural, tendency to explore
Total
everything and
wilderness.
kill everything to get the XP.
So we have, I think we have two kind of hints at something. Volo told us about the dragon's stash, and then we have the priest thing.
Yeah. Both of them were good.
So
Yeah, he found the amulet or the fragment of the amulet at a certain place on the map, and it says, he shows you where on the map he found it, but it doesn't give me a map or show me where he found it.
Well, I don't think we'll find it today, so maybe we hand wave and figure that out.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't.
There's camp engines, and then there's the dragon horde south of where the dragon skeleton thing. Yeah, south of there. Info, yeah. That was.
Yeah, Volo talks a big game, but he's like he couldn't take a punch. Just say that. Right.
Those who can't teach the teachers.
Okay, so you go and you find your gun.
Actually, if it may help you, Qwert, I think what you're looking for is on the map. I'm looking through my other notes, so excuse me for my odd knowledge on this, but it's Born, B-O-R-N, and it should be something on the map called Born, where the amulet is. And there's a camp there. I think it's Camp Born, where you find the rest of the amulet. And if I remember correctly, it's close to like out in the jungle, like in the general area of the Camp Vengeance, because we came across it on our way to Camp Vengeance. So, but
Okay.
I may my notes are sketchy, so so I may have that wrong. So
Right. Yeah, I've got a full map of the jungle with like dozens of pins in it. Hey, look, there's Mambala. Mambala is
yeah, I asked what was Mumbai. Is it
Yeah.
like a village? It's a black square.
yeah. So Mambala is a village or a destroyed village. Okay.
Okay,
And
well,
here's-
I have to agree. It doesn't really matter. We just know somewhere out there is the amulet piece. He showed us on the map, and once we get close to there, you can just
I found it. I found Vorn. Okay, Vorn is directly southwest of Port Nyanzaru. What's the scale here? One hex is 10 miles. No. Okay. Let me fix this.
So if it's like out in the middle of the jungle, we're probably not going to stumble across it today. So we're okay. Like in the jungle, the mighty
Fucking Synergy ruining things again. God damn, what do we do with this guy? He's like that kid in class that asks something from the next chapter, and the teacher has to explain it because it's their need. You're like, this isn't what we're working on at all. What are you doing?
Well, you know, it's very important for the completionist to visit all those spots.
Yeah, I mean, look at the hammer and pickaxe, or the shovel and pickaxe. We gotta go to each of those.
Oh, definitely.
I played Diablo 2, and I always went into the extra dens, even though
Okay,
those
so-
were unnecessary.
So Vorn is roughly 120 miles from Port Nyanzar.
That's merely a day's jaunt.
And we're already there.
Right. Well, yeah, you haven't really left the port yet. But if you do, we're going to start dealing with random encounters and things like that because it's a jungle.
We gotta still go see our guide.
Yeah.
Is there a boat service to Camp Righteous or Camp Vengeance?
There is a boat. There are boats, but and I'm not making this up. I actually do remember reading this. The boats aren't running right now. There is a dragon turtle in the bay that is stopping all shipping.
The druid should study that.
A dragon?
It's not a beast. But we're looking at like river boats because this is up the river, not the bay.
Oh, yeah.
Now the what's the name of the map again? Because I just closed it. The overland
Player map chult unpinned.
player map.
Dragon turtle.
Sorry?
A dragon turtle.
A dragon turtle, yes.
We're not ready for that yet.
No.
So yeah, if we're looking at Port Nyanzaru, we would have to come down the coast a little bit, and then we want to get on that river and go down. So we're actually looking for. Now, is that like a big river, like we can canoe it, or is it is it like the Amazon type of river, or you need a large boat to? I mean, you can canoe the Amazon too. Don't get me wrong.
You can canoe it, and there are canoes available. Canoe will hold 6 people.
That's a huge canoe.
Not necessarily.
Have we found our guide yet? Have we found
Yes,
our-
you found your guy.
Oh, well, I want to talk to him. What's he, it's a him, right? With the little plant man?
Did
Kawasha?
we picked the Vegemite?
Yeah, Vegemite.
I thought we picked the other person, the girl.
No, we thought we picked Kawasha.
Okay, well that's fine.
Quasha's fine.
Okay, so if we have a guide,
Quasha, what do you say we do?
why are we going to Camp Righteous or Camp Vengeance?
Because the person in the bar told us that what we seek will be found there. We need to talk to the Guardian Arongula.
Okay, well that's good. So then the drunk guy, drunk naked priest, told us to go there, though he says he doesn't remember.
Yes.
He wasn't naked. He still had his loincloth and his magic
Correct.
rod.
His
Okay,
magic
so-
rod. Wow.
That's right, his magic rod. So does our guide know who Camp Vengeance is? I mean, who is it? I mean, I'm assuming it's a camp, but whose camp is it?
Let me find out.
Why is yours different than mine? Oh, this says players map pinned, players map unpinned.
We can't see the pins anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, it's a much better map.
Is it?
No, it's not. No, I've just zoomed in on the other one. Because go ahead.
Sorry, good?
No, go ahead. Like Port Camp Vengeance, which is where we're going. Whose camp is it?
Right. A handful of warriors of the Order of the Gauntlet escaped the undead onslaught against Camp Righteous by retreating.
Okay, so Camp Righteous is a ruin. Is that why it's an X and not a square? I'm going to assume that's not player knowledge unless that's known that Camp Righteous is overrun. Okay, so this is what we can do. We can find whoever is the leader of the Order of the Gauntlet in the city, and we can see if we can ride along with one of their caravans one of their supply wagons or whatever, going to Camp Vengeance. Maybe we could hire on as guards or something, and then that way
more people. That would help.
So that way we can go as a group, and maybe we can get paid.
And our guide will come with us because if Camp Righteous has undead, he wants to kill the undead.
Yeah, well, we're not going to... Well, I guess we'll pass Camp Righteous to get to Camp Vengeance.
Well, I imagine part of riding with Camp Vengeance is going to be trying to take back Camp Righteous from the undead.
Well, I don't know if that would be true. And this is just my... Looking at your map, it's
Qwert.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It is 50 miles.
Right, but
away.
What does Camp Vengeance have to gain by us joining them, if not...
No, we're not joining Camp Vengeance.
I'm gonna start walking to Camp Vengeance because I think I'll get there faster than you guys deciding what to do.
Wait.
Jesus, guys, come on.
Well, we're having discussions while Qwert looks up stuff. That's it.
No, you were saying you want to ride with Camp Vengeance on their boat.
I want to find whoever's going to Camp Vengeance. Like, I'm sure there's supplies being sent there. There's troops being sent there. There's whatever. I'm sure there's communication between the two. And then if we can go with them, then, then that would give us a, like, we might get paid, It may actually be a side quest. I don't know.
That actually sounds very convenient.
Too convenient.
Well, maybe it is too convenient.
Yeah, Shin's working for the other side.
I work for the undead, yes. At level 2, I picked my mage specialty, and it was necromancer. So, fuck all you guys. You don't have to raise dead. I can raise dead.
Oh. You can raise the dead?
Yeah. No. There's zombie creation spells. I didn't say revive. I think the zombie is only a level 3 spell.
But they have no brains.
No, they're zombies. They're gonna wander around.
Yeah, nobody can raise dead right now.
Well, no, not raise dead.
Right,
Animate.
but animate. You can animate, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't actually raising dead.
Okay, no matter what I do, I cannot get a hex map to fit on this thing, so I'm just going to leave it.
So what?
Well, the best way to get to Camp Righteous, of course, is through with a canoe.
Okay, so let's get some. Well, like I said, if we can't join a caravan going on us there, then let's get 2 canoes and some supplies, and then head our ass out
there. Okay. So I am completely and utterly unprepared for anything from this point forward. We'll have to call this for the night, and I will. I'll have something more interesting for you because I have some direction now next
We
week.
can hang out in the city some more and talk some more to people.
Yes, I mean, if you don't have this prepared, then it's just not time for us to leave yet. We have other stuff to do.
We have other people to talk to.
Let's raise some more money so we can get some magical items.
So we are new to town, and we talked to our guide because we're planning to leave tomorrow or the next day on our canoe. Is there some interesting people to talk to in town? Does he know anybody?
Let's go gamble some more on the races.
Like that worked out so well for Jazz.
I mean, I don't know if people have done their shopping, like in the slide. Does anybody need to do any shopping? I know I bought some daggers and stuff like that. We can walk around since we're not leaving till the morning.
Well, there is definitely dinosaur racing that you can bet on. I've got tables and stuff here. There is definitely shopping you can do as well. I don't know how I can put so much time into something and feel so overwhelmed, I guess.
Because we went at it a different way than you thought we would.
Well, I have no idea which direction you guys were going to go, but I think it's just so big that you probably need to spend a lot of time, like a month with it before you start running the game.
Big word.
Yes.
Now you know what a teacher feels like.
You can make a lesson plan and just say, "Shut up," and we're doing this.
No, really, like you can spend a whole week planning out this super awesome lesson, and then you get in there and your kids just look at you like you're crazy, and it's a waste of time.
Not to take away where the player decides what's going on. You know, you can guide us through our guide on where to go or who to talk to.
Right, but she literally joined the party 10 minutes ago, so.
Right, so here we are.
Yeah. All right, so there is shopping, there's dinosaur racing. You can talk to people and find out what people are saying. I've got a massive table of rumors I've got no idea how to use.
Well, you had mentioned that Camp Vengeance is that we're followers of Torm, so I will try and find the Temple of Torm. Is there a Temple of Torm here?
Probably.
Or at least a relatively well-maintained Christian youth center?
There is a Temple of Helm.
Alright, well, the Temple of Helm will work just as well. Helm and Torm, I believe they're both in the Lord's Alliance?
Yes.
Or the
Helm.
Order of the Gauntlet, or whatever it is.
Yeah, Helm is lawful neutral, Torm is lawful good, I believe, or Tyr's lawful.
Yeah, I think Tyr's in there too, yeah. So, you know, I don't mind going there and seeing if I can find out any information about Camp Vengeance and how, you know, how we might best proceed to get there.
Okay.
And of course, I keep my eye open for marks above people's heads to see if they have quests for us.
Oh yeah, I totally perceive that as well.
So what is the terrain just outside of the city limits like?
Well, Port Nyanzaru is built around 4 mountains. Let me see if I can find the.
It looks like about 5 miles of plains, 5 to 10 miles of plainlands to the south, and then it hits the jungle.
The city is defined by 4 steep hills. The westernmost hill, called Temple Hill, is because it is the home of the Temple of Savras. Is completely walled off from the lower ground. Wide stone bridge crosses on arched columns from Temple Hill to Throne Hill, the site of the Golden Throne. A second bridge connects Throne Hill to the southern slopes, site of several merchant princes' villas. East of the harbor, the Hall of Gold gleams atop the city's tallest hill, Mount Sabasa, which is connected by bridge to the neighboring hill, Yekalawazawi Hill, and that's a proper pronunciation. Site of the Grand Colosseum. Steep streets and terraces surround each hill. Outside the main wall are 3 slums. There's the Old City to the southwest, where many buildings are the remnants of older pyramidal constructions. There's Malar's Throat to the south, where buildings cling to the walls of a lush canyon spanned by rope bridges. And there's Tiriki Anchorage to the southeast, where explorers and riverfolk gather. About half the city's population lives crowded together outside the walls, where they're always exposed to sudden attacks by carnivores or undead. A volunteer citizens brigade helps keep watch for approaching danger. When residents of the outer wards hear a long blast of warning horns, day or night, they scramble for the safety of the market ward and the merchants ward until the all clear sounds.
I was looking for a party. That sounds like a place to go.
To the slums?
That could be interesting for a.
I mean, why not go through Malar's Throat? I mean, doesn't that sound like a party waiting to happen?
Dude, would you like to go in?
All the way to the.
Okay,
what's
so
what's that little thing that hangs down? The amygdala.
The uvula.
The uvula.
Uvula.
Uvula, yes.
Uvula.
All the way to the hill.
As a former bounty hunter, I'm gonna walk down there.
As I walk around town, do I hear any good rumors?
Oh, goodness. Yes. Are we going to listen for rumors? Or are we going to the throat? What are we going to do?
Can we listen to rumors in the throat?
There you go.
Probably. All right. Let me open yet another window.
I need more screens.
More cowbell.
Yeah, I'm streaming my main monitor, but there's no. I had to get 2 monitors for this game. There's no way.
Amen to that, brother. There's no way.
Like, I almost want a 3rd with all with how big this module is. And this is just the stuff I have info.
So you're able to expand Fantasy Grounds to a second screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You just right-click the back desktop and choose restore window or something. And then you can drag it across. Like,
Yeah, just
you can't
make
do
sure
it.
it's
You
not
can't do it.
maximized.
You just can't do it in full window mode.
Oh, you have it stretched across.
Stretched across, yeah.
Stretched across. Yeah.
Got it.
All janky like and stuff.
So you have room to open your combat tracker. You have room to open your character sheet. You have room for all these maps.
I really need to get a second monitor anyways.
Yes, the great dragon turtle lives in the bay. I don't think we're gonna mess with him.
Yeah, that's one of the rumors that you hear. People are talking about the dragon turtle that lives in the bay. So if you if you want to sail out of the bay, now sailing down the river is a different matter. But leaving the bay, you have to appease the dragon turtle, and only Airmag can tell you how to do that.
What's an Airmag?
Airmag is Aramag is the dragon turtle. Sorry, a dragon turtle named Aramag lives in the Bay of Chult.
Oh, I missed that part. The first line.
If you wish to set sail from, you'll have to only Aramag will tell you what it wants, and you'd best give it what it demands.
So the dragon turtle probably wants like a sacrifice of, you know, a jazzer or something like that.
I just wants money or gold or treasure.
It probably wants all your money, gold, treasure. It's a dragon after all.
No, it's a turtle.
No, it's a dragon. It's got a breath weapon. It's a dragon.
Some of the city folk were expecting the arrival of a Harulan airship, but it never arrived.
You mean like a real airship?
Yes, so there would be air elementals enslaved to keep the thing aloft.
Whoa.
Oh, I thought there's like balloons or something.
Yeah, they're stored inside of a balloon, but they're air elementals that are conscripted, enslaved, basically, to keep the ship aloft, and then a good propeller to push it along.
No, that's cool.
The great god Ubato once guided the people of Chult, but he tired of their constant warring and abandoned them. Since then, Chultans have turned to worship other gods, some of which were tricksters and deceivers. But Ubato is still around. Some people still worship Ubato. He hasn't completely abandoned the Chultans.
Isn't that a Linux distro? Ubuntu?
That's Ubuntu.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Malar's Throat is a region outside the city walls in Port Nyanzaru's slum district. Two sheer jungle-draped ridges flank a deep ravine. So imagine, a deep ravine in a jungle. Imagine exactly what I just told you. Yes. Ramshackle buildings cling to the sides of the ridges, each structure seemingly built atop the lower one's roof. During heavy rain, runoff pours down the ravine through Ubato's Jaws, which is the large gate in the city wall facing Malar's Throat, and down the paved streets to the harbor, often sweeping along unattended baskets, dead animals, and even clumsy or unlucky Chultans in its tow. Footbridges of rope and bamboo hang above the ravine. Some of them are 200 feet long or longer and sway 100 feet above the ground, terrifying the faint of heart. Skilled thieves have been known to drop hooks on thin lines from the bridges and fish the purses right off of a victim's belt.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, let's definitely hang out here.
Yes, so we can stop them.
So yeah, Malar's Throat is a city district built on the side of a ravine wall. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It's like Ratchet in Warcraft, except taller.
So I'm going to direct my attention to this dragon turtle and all the boat people, all the boatsmen and stuff. What is it that they are up to these days? I don't know. Like, is there anything to know, anything noteworthy about them? Like, because obviously they're not shipping anymore because the dragon turtle, or are they? Are they actually paying the price, the toll necessary to get out, or are they all just landlocked?
Some of the well, like the merchant princes are exceedingly wealthy. Wakanga, his house is practically radiating magic. You know, the rug on living on the floor, or the torches burning on the walls. The music was magical itself. There were no bards there. So these merchant princes have money to throw away, and they are paying they're paying the toll to get their large ships out the bay. The lesser merchants aren't, and so they're trying to, or they have to use other means, some magical means, or some airships. The airships can transport cargo as well, or simply resorting to just trading within the city. Shoot. So all of these side quests, I wonder if there are...
I've never wanted to go kill 10 rats more in my life.
I know, right? I'm so sorry. So there's this amazing table here that says Port 9 Zaru encounters, and it has a 1 in 4 chance of an actual encounter, but the encounters are things like a parrot poops on your head.
Those are awesome.
How much XP do I get for that?
Yeah, right?
Because I'll run underneath every parrot until...
Mouth aloft and agape.
Yes.
All right. So as you are looking around Malar's throat, let me get a image. This will work.
Be good.
All right. There are some ankylosaurs that are towing cargo, and a crate shifts and spooks one, and it manages to break free. But when it does, several of them also manage to break free. So let me get everybody on the combat tracker onto the map. We'll have an encounter and we'll call it a night. Okay, and I'll try to figure out something. I'll try to figure out what's going on next week. I'm really sorry, guys.
And well, you should be.
Nice, we get to kill something.
Or something's gonna kill us.
Someone's gonna kill you.
Only if it kills you first, because I'm gonna be behind you. Hey, Scum, did you remake the same character you were playing before, or did you just go with a whole different concept? I mean, you still may be a warrior, but are you still the same guy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, because if you were, I was going to team back up with you, because I changed, I went from one character to another. But if you're the same person, then I will pair back up with you.
Yeah, I'm pretty much
and not just
the same person.
Okay, and not treat you as some complete stranger. Then I don't have to feel bad about standing behind you.
No, I'm the same. You scum of the buckets.
You scum of the buckets.
Oh, while he's getting this ready, next Saturday I probably won't be on, so we're going to SeaWorld or something like that.
SeaWorld? It's crazy.
In San Antonio.
San Antonio.
See.
There ain't no sea there.
Funny thing is I've been to San Antonio about 6 or 7 times. I still haven't been to the Alamo, and I'm a history teacher. Well, maybe not next year, but I've been a history teacher.
Okay, so when the there's all that noise and the dinosaurs break loose from their carts, you see 3 of them running wild, and they begin attacking the people around. You, being brave heroes like you are, roll initiative, and Egg wins the initiative roll. Egg, you're up first.
Where are the rest of the people that they're going to be at?
All around you.
Well,
Lots of people running everywhere.
my point is, are the ankylosaurs moving towards them? You know, if there's some way we could put them on the map so we know where they're moving towards.
You want me to put 200 people on the map? Okay, give me time.
No, just put, you know, a glump of them.
A glump. That's like 12 plus 3. I think that's cool.
You know, something so I have some, you know, they're just not wandering around with
Just
nobody
consider
around them.
running like a really bad Indiana Jones. So if the dinosaurs start running towards us and they're on the left side, they're gonna cross in front of the path just to make it more epic. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, just lots of random people running everywhere. The dinosaurs are eating them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Here we go.
So there's people.
Since when did the ankylosaurs become meat eaters?
Just about 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, whenever they got caged up and they've been boxed up and they finally got free. They're not eating the people, they're attacking them. Ah!
They were hungry, so they bit them and liked the taste of blood, and
Okay.
and I missed.
Alright. I will throw my dagger at the middle one because I probably should not engage them in melee combat. Alright, and I miss. There's a combat tracker.
Serena.
Oh, also while taunting them. Hey!
Okay, Giovanni casts Bless on Talesian Scum and Demonic. Nice.
I don't think it worked. I don't see the effect.
Right. So the ankylosaurs notice that you guys are getting into the fight, and they want to jump in as well.
All of them together or one at a time? That was my point before. If, let's say, the left one is moving west, you know, normal map projection, then he wouldn't see us.
Hey, how long does Bless last? 1 minute?
I got you.
You know,
I
the
got
combat.
you. Scum, Tally. Who's the other person? Demon. Alright.
Should have
Yeah, I did it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to edit too.
Okay, so Ankylosaur 6 has to take a dash action to get all the way up to you, but all he does this turn is move. Demonic.
Alright, I move 40 feet to here and then cast on myself Long Strider. effect, I'll just know it's +10 to movement speed.
All right.
And that's my turn. Sorry, I thought I still get a bonus action.
Yeah, you
But
always get a bonus action. Yeah.
Move and action. So as a bonus action, I'd like to turn into Dino Demon, the one we skipped over in the combat tracker. I forget his name. Dino something 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 Demon.
Okay. I actually removed him from the combat tracker. I'll have to put him back on.
And the same spell, please.
Ooh, that means it's my turn. I heard the bell.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Yuscum. Give me something to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Nice.
And as a bonus action, I would like to sit exactly where I'm at and hit the downer.
As a bonus action, I'm advancing my turn. Deadman, you're up.
AJ, can I have a token for
Let's have a little fun.
Dino?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Thanks.
So what kind of dinosaur are you, Demon?
Deinonychus?
Okay, Deadman goes into a rage. It hits. Ten damage.
Crap. That sucks.
It's not a bad roll. If you're finished, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Oh boy.
Okay. Ankylosaurus 12 rushes Renton and hits him. And puts him down.
Ginormous. Jesus.
Shin.
Well, look at all the dead people. Oh, we're all gonna die. Are we backed up against the side of the cavern or the whatever?
No, I just sort of imagine this is in a large open area.
Okay.
So let me rearrange things.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to know if there were buildings behind me, you know, that I can climb on top of, so I could attack and be out of range.
Right.
If there is, then I'll just, you know, spend my turn climbing on top of the buildings.
Okay. Are you doing anything else, Shin?
Well, I mean, if I can move and climb and do whatever, if and still do something, that's fine. I was just gonna
Yeah, climbing takes double movement. So if you want to climb up onto a 10-foot tall building near you, you can certainly do that.
All right. Then I will move back one and pretend like I'm on top of a tall building.
All right, give me a climb check or an acrobatics check. Acrobatics or athletics? Easily enough. All right.
All right, and then I will target Alzor 6, and I will hit it with a firebolt. Oops, I did not mean to do that twice.
Okay, roll again.
Well, the first one missed, which was my first roll. So
Okay.
that's fine.
All right. This one runs off chasing other prey.
Run away, little girl.
Delusion.
I can move through other people, right?
Yeah, they count as difficult terrain, so it's 2 squares for the price of 1. Or 1 square for the price of 2, rather. All right. Good hit. Good damage. Egg.
All right. How do I cast the spell?
It depends on what spell you're casting.
Zephyr Strike, the bonus action.
Okay, targets yourself. You move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on 1 weapon attack roll on your turn. It lasts for concentration up to 1 minute. So go ahead and click. Let's see. Yeah, so where it says display, yeah, good. Click Zephyr Strike. Click the effect there next to Zephyr Strike. All right, and then you can move without provoking attacks of opportunity. You
Can
still
I
have
move?
a
Can I move to the top of a building and then still shoot my bow?
yeah. So give me a climb check or an acrobatics or an athletics check, please.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Okay, you fail to climb anywhere. That burns your move action. You could try again if you wanted to, or you could shoot.
He stepped in dinosaur poo.
Yes. Okay, your first attack hits. Roll damage. Okay, I'm gonna give that back 7 because you had applied the effect twice to yourself. So we'll just take away the last.
Oh, okay, that's
D8.
right. I'm still targeting myself.
Oh yeah, you shot yourself.
Well, that's the. He fell down and shot himself. This sucks.
Ooh, headshot.
So, yeah, you're shooting for an armor class of 15, which means you just missed. I'll give you your hit points back. There we go. All right, that's everything. You wanna pass your turn?
So I did a 24 attack. Am I misreading that?
No, I'm sorry, I misread it. You did hit, so I will deal 10 points of damage to one of the ankylosaurs. Which one did you want to shoot?
6.
All right.
And I get 1d8 also?
It was in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the purple 5 on your roll there.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to... Thank you.
Alright, I will attack number 6 with a short sword. I should get sneak attack because he's engaged by somebody else, right? Or within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Alright, just gotta hit him. Alright. As a bonus action, offhand. Alright!
Wow.
Yeah, okay. So he doesn't even notice me because I'm not even doing nothing to this guy.
You felt the wind under your swords.
Javena, Renton is down. He is prone and bleeding out. Now, your Cure Wounds spell is at a range of touch. So if you move to, you can move to there if you want to, or you can move all the way around to here and not be in range of either of them. It's up to you, wherever you'd like to move, but that's a perfect heal, great heal. All right, number 6 then. Number 6 has taken a lot of damage. He's going to be... he's going to attack somebody. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 possible targets, so let's give it a d4. 1. Yeah, 4 can attack Talesian, Deadman, Sin, or Yuskum.
He's laying down on the ground.
Yeah, Renton's down. And his eyes just opened, but the dinosaur doesn't. I mean, he thinks he's dead. So he's going to hit Tally.
Like I said, look at Renton over there.
It's from right to left. What are we doing left to right?
And he attacks terribly. Rolls a natural 1.
Crap, gets a +7 to his attack.
Dino Demon, you're up.
Right, hey, make sure I can understand. So I can take any combination of moves/actions up to my maximum move per turn. Is that a correct statement?
Yes. So if you move 5 feet, you can make an attack. You can move the rest of your movement. If you have multiple attacks, you can move, attack, move, attack, move, attack.
Alright, let's get retarded. Take a 5-foot step this way. Supposed to be 20 feet away from Ankylosaurus. I make a pounce attack. Make a claw type maneuver.
Nice.
I'm getting there.
Oof.
Second claw attack. Hit. Okay, so hit claw, I get a bonus action of a bite attack. Take that.
Nice.
And then my third attack, bite. And screech away.
Attack of opportunity?
I got mobility, so he can't attack opportunity. You know, 20 feet away.
Nice.
How much movement do you have?
He
60,
casted
so...
that first one. That's
All right. Yeah. Nice.
Yep, 40 for a raptor, 10 for feet, 10 for the smoke.
All right. I'm gonna place Hexblade Curse on Ankylosaurus 12.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack him. False.
Wow.
All right, we're rolling like champs around here.
It's a bad night for die rolls.
He has advantage.
Not against number 12.
Oh, well then why did he attack 12?
I don't know.
Hold on a second.
Because that's the one that killed him, maybe? Maybe he's kind of pissed off. The dinosaur hit him one time and he fell down. Saw the light. Maybe, run away from the dragon that hit you, or dinosaur that hit you one time and you almost died.
Never mind. Well, I should have attacked the other guy. I thought for some reason the demon would stay there. I would have advantage. Never mind.
Give me a wisdom check, DC 10.
Just the best rolls.
As it stands. All right. Is that your turn, sir?
Yeah.
Hey, do these things get advantage for flanking?
Hey, I jacked up to Ankylosaurus 12, so it should be prone from the pounce as I hit with the claw. Which means I should put an effect on him.
Yep. He's large, isn't
Doesn't say anything in the description.
Yeah, he's actually huge, but yeah, the description doesn't give a differentiation between sizes. What was your question, Scum?
Do these guys get advantage for flanking? Are they smart enough to recognize flanking?
If they happen to accidentally be flanking someone, they will get the bonus, but they're not smart enough to work themselves into a flanking position.
Since 12 was prone, does that make any difference from Renton?
No, because he rolled a natural 1 on his deck.
Okay.
Scum, I'm sorry, what are you saying?
If I moved to here, would I be flanking with Talesian? Or be Talesian?
Yes, you would, but they would also get the flanking bonus on you.
Yeah, that was my concern.
Bad idea.
Well, 12 is prone. Means
Right.
He's going to have to get up.
If you wait a bit, I'm going to move.
So do you... Where are you at in it?
I'm last. I rolled a natural 1.
I guess I can wait until... Are you going to move down to that caddy corner? You know what I mean? Like, are you going to move straight down to where you're diagonal with me as you are now?
Who are you talking to?
Talesian.
What was the question? Yeah. Where else would I go?
Well, I don't know. There's like 70,000 squares on here. You could go.
Okay. So you want to hold your action, Scum?
Yes, I want to hold my action till Talesian is there, please.
Okay. I will set your initiative to 1. Deadman.
Wait.
There you go. Sweet damage. Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what the barbarian does. All right. Number 12 is going to get up. So he is no longer prone. Rinton, did you stand up or did you stay prone?
No,
I don't remember.
I stood up.
Okay.
I forgot I had an ability, so I should be okay if he attacks me.
All right. What's your ability?
Shield.
Okay.
So it would take my AC to a 20 something.
Oh, good. Well, then that attack will miss. I'll give you those hit points back.
So it'd be 20, 22.
All right. And you are no longer unconscious. All right, there we go. Okay, it attacks you, and you interpose your shield, your magical shield, at just the last moment. And its attack that would have killed you misses. Shen, it's your turn, sir.
The magical shield of interposition. All right, I will firebolt the same one again, I reckon.
All right.
And I will miss.
Scum, if I move to where the mark is now, it's a 5-foot step for you. Is that fine?
No, it's fine. I don't care. I just want to be flanking when I attack, and since you were going to move,
Because now everyone's flanking. If it doesn't die soon.
Tally, even if you move to here, you'd still provide flanking for Scum.
I know, but I want to get over there because then the other one's in reach.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have advantage. And I still miss.
Ouch.
Sad vantage.
ooh, I can't wait till my what is it? Critical moves to 19.
Nice.
And I will use my action surge, and I will go again.
All right.
Do I get advantage on my action surge also?
Yeah, it's just it's a normal attack. There you go. All right, Egg. There you go.
Ain't that a crit?
No. No, in 5e, everything crits on a nat 20, and some classes, fighters I know for sure, maybe other classes as well, get an ability that lowers their crit range to 19 to 20, but it's a later ability, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew barbarians got it later too.
Actually, my level 1 spell, Hexblade's Curse, or ability rather, not spell, I crit on a 19 with that.
Cool.
First that target.
Egg, did you want to move, or do you want to do anything else?
Nope, sorry.
All right. There you go. And this one goes down.
Let's surround this other mother.
All right. Savannah.
Owly McAlface is my familiar.
Javana?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Anyone need to be healed?
Nope.
Cool beans.
I'm at 11 hit points.
You're fine.
Yeah.
He's only down 6. Okay. It saves.
Was that successful or not? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it means the Ankylosaurus dodged out of the way. It was successful in that save.
Was that successful or not? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it means the Ankylosaurus dodged out of the way.
All right, pounce any action. All right, make claw attack.
Oh my!
Oh snap! Damage twice.
Just roll it once. It should. Yep. Take into account.
Claw hit, so I knock him prone.
You're also flanking, but that didn't seem to matter.
When you hit it for the claw, he probably gets a strength save to avoid.
Oh,
that.
that's true. Yeah. Hang on.
It's the way that usually
You're right.
works.
Sorry. Let me.
But I mean, he may be weak, so.
Nope. I fucked it up. I gotta hit the other button. You're right. He is not prone. Please remove that. Second claw attack.
Good hit. Demon's taking all your good rolls.
Bonus bite attack. And for realsy bite attack.
This
double ones.
Yeah, 4 attacks in a round seems a little bit much. I want to look at that. I know it gets multi-attack, so I know you get multiple attacks, but 4 is just kind of over the top.
Redonkulous and run away.
All right. Brinton.
All right. Does this position give me advantage with tally?
Sure.
So I'm going to cast Hex now as a bonus action.
It gets 3 attacks. It makes 3 attacks, 1 with its bite, 2 with its claws.
And then if I hit with the claw 2, I can knock prone. I get 2 attempts around to do that. And if it works, I get to bite.
Yeah, as a bonus action. Yep.
Wow.
And I critted on a 19, so.
Nice.
Yeah. If he's prone, then he gets the bonus action to bite again.
So I think I dorked that up. So I should have rolled the effect twice because get 2 claw attacks. This is the first bite that missed.
But it's the pounce that it knocks him down. So
I got a pounce to do it. Be 20 feet away.
Yeah, so your initial attack has to be a pounce. They have to have their DC on their strength save, and then if they're not prone, then you get an additional bite attack. It's not. I don't think the claw has anything to do with it.
It says if I move at least 20 feet straight towards creature and it hits with a claw attack on the same turn, so does that mean within that round? Target must exceed on a DC 12 strength throw or be knocked prone.
Oh well. I was assuming the pounce was a pounce, like you pounce and then you. But
I'm sure DM will make a rule.
So
Be conservative, and that's cool.
the target dies. I heal myself. Yay.
he was fine.
Yep.
He was fine.
Damn it! I didn't even get a chance to fight.
You punched one of them.
What were you doing? Just hanging out?
Wait, no, my turn. I was gonna freaking do like a jumping downward slash.
I see there's another dinosaur over there. Yeah, look at that. That thing looks vicious. I fucking kill that in a second.
Okay, experience has been awarded. Thank you very much for playing. I'm sorry it was so terribly disorganized. I honestly did spend 5 hours trying to prepare for this. So now that we have some direction, now that we know where we're going to go, next session will be significantly better.
That's all that matters, man.
Thanks, AJ.
Thanks, AJ.
Thanks, AJ.
My pleasure. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, you too.
We want to go where?
Rocks fall, Shen dies. Sen dies. Sorry. Not Shen.
Throw darts at a map, figure out where we're going to go.
He was just talking about possibly going in an entirely different direction.
Oh, okay.
Sen just will do that change next week.
I agree.
That's why I appreciate it too.
Yeah, there's hundreds of things you can do in Port Nyanzaru, and while it seems like there's a lot that you can do, I guess like you can talk to people and you can have a parrot poop on your head and crap like that, but encounters like this, they're just not there. So I'm not sure how the party is supposed to level to 2 before you get out of Port Nyanzaru. The 2 encounters that we've had, other than the one with the dude, like the Michael Clark Duncan guy is the only scripted encounter we've had that we were supposed to have. So I think since we're leaving town next week, we'll have random encounters and planned stuff, and it'll work out better. Yeah, like it mentions that this is a rumor that can happen. A couple of ankylosaurs who are pulling a cart break free, or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's not even written up as an encounter. I had to create the encounter on the fly.
And you did a damn good job.
You're very kind, sir. Thank you. So I will prepare. I will prepare better for next week. I'll spend 10 hours doing it.
Did you like that Michael Clark Duncan picture I posted?
It was good. Yeah.
He looks more like Taban, right?
I just wish he had the Zulu weapon and shield. That would have been great.
No, unfortunately, they didn't have a picture of him in the Scorpion King with a weapon shield, even though I know he did have one.
I did. That's pretty cool. It is. Because nobody said they wanted to go to the public paths.
He has a point there.
Right.
Yeah. So
We get an overnight rest between this week and next week.
Yeah, you'll go back to the inn and you'll get the rest.
All right, Qwert went ahead and made the change from wizard to sorcerer.
Okay.
I tried not to do anything that would be different between the two.
Sure.
And yeah, that's fine. They all work the same.
Demon, you were asking something?
Oh, I was just saying it seemed like you had the opportunity when you were just. I was asking, hey, what was south? So just get an idea if there was something to do, kind of like jog an idea. And you said there was like a dangerous slum. Like that sounds like a place for adventurers.
Yeah.
Hey, so you wanna help me figure out the claw attacks? I'm not trying to be a cheesy bastard, or really, I'm not.
You're a cheesy bastard.
But I'm reading the words and doing the thing. That's kind of what I do, and that's kind of how I read it. If you want to look at the description with me and see if my English comprehension is sufficient. Because I picture this guy, leeching the air, claws bared out, and just striking down. And yeah, so it's two separate roles. But you think about, hey, if I were an animal trying to tackle something, I'm probably not going to do it one-handed.
Sure. Yeah. So it has multi-attack. It makes 3 attacks, 1 with its bite and 2 with its claws. It has the 2 claws, pounce. If it moves at least 20 feet straight toward a creature and then hits with a claw on the same turn, that target must make a strength check. DC 12 strength check will be knocked prone. So let's go ahead and fix that. No, I don't think I added a save on your attack.
I think we did. I'm trying.
We did.
I got too much stuff open, and so I messed up for some minutes. So the question is, do I roll it once or do I roll it twice since I'm attacking with 2 claws?
Do you get 2 pounces or do you get 1 pounce? Is the
I'd say a single pounce is what makes sense.
Yeah, it's just a 1 pounce, and since the pounce is what provokes the knock prone, you'd only get to do that once.
Gotcha, but I could roll the hits with a claw attack. So basically, one of the claw attacks. All right, because I'm going to roll claw attack twice because I get to attack twice per round with the claws to begin with.
Right.
And that's where I get confused. Like, hey, if I have 2 hands, and I get a claw attack on the same turn, does that count?
If you watch a cat in Africa go after, one of the gazelles, when they go after it with the paws, they're using both paws at the exact same time. Then they bite if they have a chance to get the claws in effect and the head's near enough to the backbone to bite.
Right. No, I completely agree. It just seems like in terms of game mechanics, the ability to make 4 attacks in a round at 2nd level is just brutal.
Remember,
I mean, that's
the only reason I can do that is because of the Circle of Moon. Otherwise, I'd only have a challenge rating 1/4 beast. It's the whole reason you play class. You'd be more, stronger beasts.
Right.
So I
Right. Yeah.
earlier than a normal druid would.
Yeah, and I think that's what the class is built to do. I think so. So it looks like it's working right. It's just it's wow. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, I think you're actually doing it right.
Now, granted, in turn, I'm sacrificing all ability to cast spells, and that's pretty big too. I think it's pretty good downside to that particular upside.
Not at this level. Oh my god! I can't cast my 2 spells. Oh, Lord forbid! I can expend them. I can expend the. Okay, I can expend the 3 spell slots I have and heal myself anyway. But Lord forbid, I have to. No, you're right. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh lordy! Hey, Shannon, I was going to ask you. You live in Tennessee, is that correct?
That is correct.
Whereabouts? I was looking at a power plant in Tennessee. It was interesting to me. It's between Chattanooga and I think Knoxville, like equidistant between the two.
Oh, really? Well, I live in Nashville. Me and Dead both live in the surrounding Nashville area.
So shame on my geography. That's the opposite side of the state of where I'm talking about.
Yes, it's actually Nashville's towards the center, kind of up above. Deadman lives almost on the Kentucky line, and I live fairly close to it.
Cool.
I didn't know we had any power plants down there. Was it like Oak Ridge?
I think it's Oak Ridge. Let me check the name. I think there's two,
Yeah.
maybe three in Tennessee under TVA control.
Yeah, Oak Ridge is, I think, in between. Is out there towards Knoxville. It's where they made the atom bomb.
I'm pulling up the map. I may be thinking of Sequoia.
Not familiar with that one.
Oh, sorry, Watts Bar.
Oh yeah, I know what's bar.
Yeah, it's about halfway between Knoxville and Chattanooga. I just saw TVA's hiring, and granted, I don't retire for another 4 or so years, but eyes are always future bound, so I plan out places to be willing to live.
Yeah, Watts Bar is they got a huge lake out there. Needless to say, if they have a power plant, that makes sense. So Qwert,
Yes.
since this merchant prince has money to spare just to throw away, I mean, couldn't we always commission him or ask him to commission us? To commission our expedition into the jungle. I mean, isn't that that way we would get our funding and our purpose?
Well, I think in game terms, the 50 gold pieces you got at the beginning were the funding of your expedition.
Yeah, but that's not gonna. I don't even know how many canoes that's gonna buy.
Let me see.
Because we're gonna need a canoe just for the dinosaur. Because if I'm not mistaken, no one's gonna want to sit in the canoe with a dinosaur.
Yeah, each canoe is going to cost you 50 gold pieces.
Yes. Yeah. Then we need supplies. Supplies. Food and water. We got to be able to hunt. Just collect rain. Because we don't have a shitload of clerics here, do we? To produce water.
Well, I don't know if you knew that I have a coin slot in my back, and if you insert a gold coin, I will poop out a good berry.
Oh, good.
And that's a day's worth of rations.
And then some of our fighters, I bet Scum wears heavy armor. Oh, he's gonna be hurting, isn't he?
I haven't found any rules for penalizing players for wearing heavy armor.
I thought it had something to do with the exhaustion.
Yeah, just that it says that it's not readily available in Nyanzaru.
See, I thought having heavy armor on did something to do with the exhaustion rolls when getting your levels of exhaustion. Well, no, I thought in this adventure, because it's so hot and humid, wearing your heavy armor changes your. Yeah, I thought it had something to do with that.
Have you read the Dark Elf trilogy? Yes.
The land? What the hell is the land? I don't, I haven't. What is that about?
That's kind of cool.
Huh. Interesting. Never heard of that. Well, there are about 1,000 books, that go along with TSR, Forgotten Realms, whatever. Thousands. I mean, just a metric ass ton.
Yeah, I linked the Dark Elf trilogy in Discord for you. It's a great place to start. Rob Salvatore is just amazing.
See, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. I think he is absolutely horrible. Just hands down, like one of the worst authors I've ever read. He's just horrible.
Wow.
That's just my opinion, but his writing is crap.
About who?
Ari Salvatore.
Okay. I thought you were talking about Alaram Kong, the father of modern American lit RPG. I started re-listening to the series today because book 7 is supposed to be out on Audible any day now.
So what would you recommend, Shin?
Well, if you're going to do Forgotten Realms, I would probably do that. Well, shit, there's just so many that are better than. You can go back and do the Avatar trilogy. Tantris and Waterdeep, and that's a solid set. Anything by Ed Green. You want Men I Can Adventure. I can give you an adventure if you want to read it. You just tell me what you want, and I can give you an adventure. I got all of them. I can give you an adventure. You want a very complex, in-depth one, Out of the Abyss, which is excellent, for reading on the adventure. It's hard to play through, but it was a great adventure to read. Or, you could find, if you don't want to soil yourself with 5th edition stuff, because they have adventure. No, I'm serious, because you don't want to read an adventure that you might play through. Like, there's a Giants adventure out. it's not against the Giants, but it's whatever. I forget that. Storm King's Thunder. That's what it is. And I would really like to read it because I like Storm King. I like Against the Giants, the original adventure for that. But I'd never played through it, so I can't read it yet, and I haven't found anyone to play through it. So it's one of those adventures I want to read. So if you don't want to soil your